Hey familia, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to day 27 of our 30-day online fitness program. I'm in my slobs this morning. I had a lie-in this morning till 9:30 because today is active recovery day, which in my opinion couldn't have come any sooner. I don't know how you guys are getting on, but my body is so ready for a break. I've been reading all of your comments, my laptop's over there just before filming, and I've been reading for the last 3 days, replying to you all, and I think the general consensus is this has been pretty hardcore. It's so funny because when people ask me, they're like, are you sure 30 minutes a day is enough? Am I gonna get results? And I'm like, yeah guys, trust me, if you train in my style, in the format that I've set out for you, you will get results. And that has been the feedback that I've been having. Like, your results, not just physically but also mentally, have been amazing, and that is possibly the best feedback I could ever get. I know a lot of people think I'm crazy, all the work that I'm putting in at the moment to this 30-day program, and it's totally free, all of the editing, all of the filming, but just getting one of you comment down below saying that I've changed your life for the better, saying that I've given you a structure, honestly, that's enough for me. On another note, we are now officially over 12,000 subscribers, guys. That is amazing for me. We have grown over 3,000 subscribers since this 30-day program started. So our community is growing. We're all in it together. We're all on this journey together. And what else I've noticed is, when I'm reading the comments down below, you guys are bigging each other up, you're encouraging each other. When someone's writing how many repetitions of burpees they managed to fit in, you're congratulating them on that, and that is so empowering. That is just the most amazing thing for me to see as your trainer, as your coach, as your physiotherapist, being able to grow together as a community and praise each other for the progress that we're making is very, very selfless and very empowering. And for me, that is what this is all about. It's all about making us all healthier and happier around the world, wherever we are. So today is a chilled one. Yay! That's just what my body needs. I've managed to get a little bit of a niggle, I spoke to you guys about it before, on the right side of my lower back. It was totally my own fault. I was at one of the Dubai Fitness Challenge events on the beach. I hadn't warmed up and I did a little run and I was like, oh no. So this is exactly what my body needs. It's going to be a total body stretch out. In addition to that, please do a small amount of list training, guys, if you can. You should know what the list training is now. We've been through it a couple of times, but any form of activity for a lower intensity, longer period of time, so whether it be a walk, a swim, I'm going to walk to the mall because I've got some things that I need to do today. So yeah, incorporate that in as well. I would love to hear from you guys, like I always do. Please do give this video a thumbs up, comment down below and let me know how you've been getting on with it. Your feedback, it's worth giving it because that will determine what happens with the program that will be going live in January. So the more feedback you can give me, the more I can adapt the program to what you want. One thing that will 100% be in there is nutrition. As we all know, nutrition plays a massive, massive role in your overall results. I don't know from my own experience how much I agree with the 80%, 20% of nutrition and training. However, I do feel nutrition is massive. It plays a huge, huge role in the results that you're going to get, but I do think that the exercise side of things is higher than 20% in my opinion. Hence the results that you guys are already seeing. I mean, the feedback's been insane. So that speaks wonders to me. We're gonna get going with loosening off the body. Please excuse the outfit. It doesn't go at all. I have pretty much rolled out of bed. These are my Kilimanjaro trousers. I bought these in Africa when I climbed Kilimanjaro. Once I got to the bottom after summiting, this was a gift to myself. So they're incredibly comfortable, but also they just have so many memories to them. That was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And this is the new Jon Olsen jumper, which I'm living in. I'm obsessed with. Right, Let's get going then, guys. Actually, we're gonna start off on the knees and we're gonna go for a side flexion stretch, okay? So starting off just with your butt basically sitting onto your heels, nice and upright through the chest. You're gonna place your right hand to your side and your left arm's gonna come up, okay? Relax that shoulder, take a deep breath in. On the breath out, you're just gonna slide the hand over and you're gonna push the hip in the opposite direction. Palm facing down. Breathing, you should feel this stretch all the way down the side of the body here. For 4, keep breathing. For 3, for 2, and 1. Amazing, use that core to bring you back to neutral. We're gonna repeat on the other side. Take a deep breath in, on the breath out, sink into that stretch. You're trying to push this hip to the side and drop it down as well, and that will increase the stretch. Breathing for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Back into neutral. We're going to do 1 more each side. So this is my tighter side for sure. Dropping that hip down and across, trying to increase that stretch down the side of the body. QL, rhomboids for me are really tight. Maybe your lats here in this position. Try not to fall forward. Keep nice and open. 3, 2, and 1. And back up we come, other direction. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. We're going to come up onto all fours now, okay? Just tuck the toes under to start off with. Take the body weight back a little bit. Feel a stretch there through the feet. Unhook, making sure that the fingertips are spread. The wrists are directly underneath the shoulders, the same with the knees and the hips. And we're just going to start off with a few cat and camel stretches, okay? Breath in one direction, breath out in the other direction. Making sure you're trying to take yourself through the full range of movement. The eyes start the movement, so taking the eye gaze to the knees, then growing tall through the spine, pulling the stomach muscles in. The eyes start the movement, following through the mid and lower back. Good. Now as you're doing this, I just want you to start increasing the range of the movement. So you're going to come to the side maybe as you do it. Growing nice and tall, coming up through the side, just feeling what your body needs. So swaying side to side is something that helps a lot of people, if you're particularly tight, I should say, in the sides of your body, in the glutes, or when you're down in this position, just swaying side to side. So you're feeling what your body needs, okay? Everyone's body will be tight in different areas. For me, swaying to the right, wow, that hits the point. Amazing. From there, you're going to drop the butt back onto the ankles. You're going to sink your chest nice and low. Rest the forehead down either onto the hands or if it can reach onto the mat, and the arms down by the side of the body. And you're just going to take 4 deep breaths in and out here. Work. We're going to come back onto all fours now. From there, the knees are really nice and wide to the edge of your mat if you've got one. Drop down onto the forearms and just enjoy that stretch there. Sway side to side slightly. Good, that may be enough for some of us. If you want to stay there, you can. If you want to increase the stretch, you can reach the left arm forward first of all. Sway there. Good work. And then changing sides, right arm and sway. And you'll feel this down the lats, the side of the arm into the midsection of the body. Good work. And then if you can, you're going to reach both forward, and the goal is to try and sink that chest a little bit lower towards the mat. Breathing, really filling the lungs with oxygen on each breath out, trying to increase that stretch just a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Slow and controlled. Bring yourself back up. From there, I'm actually going to bring you down into lying before we start doing any lower back bends, okay? So down into lying, slowly and controlled. Take yourself down. You may be a little bit sore from yesterday, and you're just going to hug the knees into the chest, and in a circular motion, you're going to rock them out It's so funny because last night I was in bed and I remember thinking to myself, I cannot wait for recovery day. So you're rotating in the opposite direction now, guys. Just, you know when your body feels it and you're like, I know if I was to film another workout, do another workout, I won't get the most from it, because I was starting to feel like my muscles are really tight, they almost felt weak, and I know that's just because I'm hitting that point where they're slightly overworked and I need a day of recovery. So this couldn't have come at better timing. But how do you guys feel with it? Do you feel like we need more recovery days? Are you taking gaps in between the workouts, a day's rest? In which case I probably need to increase the amount of recovery days in the program for the new one in January. Okay, so hugging the right knee into the chest, the left leg is going to straighten across the mat, and you're going to flex the left foot, okay? So the toes come up to the sky. That's why I'm basically asking for your feedback so much, because I want this program to work for us all, and obviously I know everyone's bodies are different, but for you to get results, and I touched on this briefly in the What I Eat in a Day video, you have to allow your body to recover. Recovery is so important, and without allowing your body to recover, you're not going to get muscle growth and you're not going to get muscle repair. So yeah, your feedback would be great, guys. Okay, so you're just going to draw some circles now with the ankle and reverse, and the other foot, the toes are staying up. Good work. From there, right hand on right knee, you're just going to open out into the groin, okay? Just going to move my body over slightly. So you're dropping that leg out to the side as far as you feel comfortable. You're trying to keep this other hip down, okay? We're going to be stretching pretty much all of the muscles in the body today. Breathing. 2, close the eyes if you want to, guys. Really get into this stretching routine. Enjoy it from a mental point of view as well. Allow your muscles to relax and recover. Good. We're now going to take that same leg and we're going to take the right knee towards the left shoulder. So you're hugging it in nice and tight. So you're not coming across the body yet. We're taking it in a diagonal towards the opposite shoulder. Hugging in nice and tight. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And then from there, drop the right hand to the side, and you're going to take the leg into a spinal rotation, okay? So just as far as you feel comfortable with. The goal is to keep the right shoulder blade on the mat, look towards the right hand, so rotate the body, and then if you can just apply a slight overpressure down, allow gravity to take its course, play its role. Good. Now I'm feeling this mainly in my glute, but also lower back. Depending on where you're tight will determine where you feel this, guys. Breathe into it. 3, 2. Last one. Good. Back into neutral. We're going to stick with this same side for now. You're going to hook your right ankle over your left knee. Now you may already feel that your glute is kicking in here because we've done quite a lot of glutes, okay? To be honest, we've done a lot of everything. So you're going to bring the toe in a little bit closer now to the butt. Again, that will increase the stretch on the right side. Only if you feel confident, you're going to push the right knee away. Good. And then you're going to try and hug behind the left hamstring. Keeping that right knee away if you can, hug both hands behind the back of the thigh. Breathe into it. This is such a different type of session with me. You guys must be like, who is this girl? I'm used to her shouting at me. Good, pulling in nice and tight. I have learned the hard way, guys, after years of training, particularly when I was competing. I was basically a national level swimmer when I was younger. And I have learned the hard way of not doing my stretches, not recovering properly. The amount of injuries I've had, to be honest, that's why I got into physio. That's the story behind it. Hugging in a little bit tighter, breathing, 3, 2, a little bit tighter, and 1, hold it. So there's a long stretch this one. If you can, you're going to place your right hand on your right knee and push away while the left leg hugs in. Okay, so hugging that left leg in tighter, pushing the right knee away. Breathing. 3, a little bit tighter. 2, push away. And 1, great, well done. Wow, oh, I love it though. At least I know it's worked. Okay, we're gonna do another one of those spinal rotations now, and you should feel that the stretch is a little bit greater now. We've loosened off the glute, okay? So from here, you're gonna rotate the body over. The right hand goes to the side. You're taking the eye gaze to the right hand. Place the left hand on the left knee, and only if you feel able, increase that stretch just gradually. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Back up into neutral, guys. 1 last hug in, nice and tight. Good. A few circles with that knee, and changing directions for me. Trying to keep the left hip as stable as possible. Good work. Good, okay, we're gonna go into a hamstring stretch now. Okay, not my favorite because my hamstrings feel very tight. It's crazy how much tighter I've got. I've got stronger, more lean, but also I'm tighter than normal. So interlocking the fingers behind the back of the thigh, take a deep breath in, and on the breath out, straighten the legs out, or the leg out, I should say. Now, even if you only get to here and you're feeling it in the hamstring, that's absolutely fine. From there, try and flex the foot and point the foot. And if the leg's all the way up, amazing. So what we're doing here is we're working into the nervous system. This is something called a slider. We use it a lot in physiotherapy, and it's basically to try and desensitize the nerve. So anyone who's had sciatica, lower back problems, you may feel, guys, that you're kind of getting a sharp or tingling sensation down the back of the leg into the foot. That's entirely normal, okay? Good, you're gonna hold there. You're gonna hug in a little bit tighter if you can. For 3, for 2, and 1. Now only if you can, you're gonna work your way up. If you can hold on to the foot, amazing. Gosh, I'm so much tighter than normal, this is crazy. Breathe into it, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Now I want you to grab your resistance band. I'm actually going to turn the aircon off as well because I'm feeling a bit cold. Okay, so you're now going to take a hold of your band, and we're actually going to use it for a stretch. So you're going to pop it around your foot. Any of you yogis out there, you can use the belts that I'm sure you already have in your house, okay? So bending your knee, keeping the hips and pelvis flat, holding onto the band, take a deep breath in, the core is tight, and on the breath out, you're going to straighten that leg as much as you can. Now you'll notice I've kept this knee bent, okay, unlike with the previous stretch, and from there you're just trying to increase the stretch with every breath out, just a little bit further, breathing into it. For 4, for 3, for 2, just a little bit further, guys. And 1, amazing. From there, slowly bend back. You're going to straighten out the other leg, and you're going to repeat again into that hamstring stretch. Straightening out as much as you can. Doesn't matter if it's not the full way. Breathing. A little bit further if you can. Increasing that stretch. 3, 2, and 1, amazing. From there, you're then going to come across the body with a bent knee like we did before, and if you can, you're going to aim to straighten that knee a little bit further, okay? If you can get the whole way straight, amazing, but this is working into the nerve again, so please be careful with this one. Just breathe into it, and again, you might feel that sciatic nerve kicking in a little bit. We're holding there for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend back before you come back into neutral. Take that band off for me. I'm gonna go with one last glute stretch here, just by hugging the leg in towards the body, okay? So if you're flexible enough, normally I would be able to, you can hook actually the crease of the elbow where the foot is, and then hold like so, okay? And that feels a really deep stretch into the glutes. 2 and 1, amazing. From there, hug in nice and tight for 3, for 2, and then using the core if you can in one movement, changing sides for me. And you'll notice a big difference right to left, okay? So most of you should be on the left side now. You're gonna flex the right foot and hug that left knee in nice and tight to the body. Just breathing there. Allowing that rib cage to completely expand as you take a deep breath in through the nose. And fall back down and in on the breath out through the mouth. Good work. You're going to place your right hand onto your left knee now and draw some circles with that left knee. Good work. Breathing, relaxing. 3, 2, just let all that tension come out of the body. And changing direction for me, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. From there, you're going to open out into the groin just as far as you feel comfortable, okay? Keeping this other hip down. Don't rotate the whole body. Again, breathing into it. Breathing control is key. So even when I'm doing the super high intensity workouts with you, you'll notice I talk about breathing a lot. It's so important. Number 1, feeding the muscles with oxygen. Otherwise, you're just going to fatigue really quickly. Secondly, your breath actually controls your power. So with a breath out, you should be aiming to do the explosive strength movements. Always think of a boxer. Breath out as they punch, okay? So breathing control. You're going to get more from your workouts and certainly more from your stretching as well. Good work. We're going to come into the spinal rotation now. So you're going to be taking the left leg across the body, okay? Keeping that left hand towards the side, looking towards the left hand. This side's a lot looser for me. Got a nice little click as well. I don't know if you guys did. Looking towards that hand, breathing. Day 27. I literally can't get over it. I cannot believe we're at day 27. And so many of you have made it. I was saying to Alex, like by day 3, I've had over 1,000 people do every single workout after the 3rd day of it being live. That's pretty impressive. And day 1, we've had nearly 9,000 people complete it. Very, very impressive, guys. You are part of an amazing family right now, and I'm so proud of you. It's insane. So back into the center of your mat. Next up is the glute stretch. We're going to bend the right knee, hook the left ankle over the right knee, and like I said before, this actually may be enough for some of us. Just holding there, breathing. If you can, you're going to bring that right foot in closer to the butt, okay? And from there, push the left knee away. Breathing, relaxing, focusing on that lower abdominal breathing rather than breathing up here shallow. Hugging behind the back of the right thigh now. You're going to push the left knee away at the same time. Good work. If you need to, hold both hands behind the right thigh. Breathe into it, hugging in nice and tight. And if you want to increase the stretch, keep hugging in tight. Free off the left hand and push the left knee away. Good. Keep hugging in tight. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Slowly loosening off from there, guys. We're We're going to go back into a spinal rotation again, and you should feel that you're quite a bit looser this time. So straightening out the right leg, taking the left leg across the body and looking towards the left hand, I should say. Breathing into it. Good, should be feeling this stretch all the way across that rotation. Depending on where you're holding your tightness, determines where you'll feel the stretch. If you want to increase it, unhook and repeat. Trying to keep this left shoulder blade down. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Back into neutral, guys. We're going for hamstrings now. The last exercise, or the last stretch on this side. Flexing that right foot, hugging behind the back of the left thigh. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, straighten the leg out as far as you feel is possible, okay? Really doesn't matter how far you get. You're gonna flex and point that foot again, okay? This side for me actually has a little bit more neural compromise, so I can feel the pins and needles going a little bit down into the calf and onto the sole of the foot. Good. To increase that neural stretch, you can take the chin towards the chest. To decrease it, simply stop the movement on the foot and it will go away, okay? From there, only if you feel able, you're gonna walk up as far as you want to, doesn't matter how far. You can reach the foot, amazing. But again, it really doesn't matter how far you're getting as long as you're feeling a stretch. And this should be in the main belly of the hamstring, okay? 3, 2, and slowly ease off 1. I want you to grab your band again, guys. We're gonna be repeating, okay? So hooking the band around the ball of the foot, taking a deep breath in, and on the breath out, straighten the leg out as far as you feel possible. Breathe into it. Good. It should mainly be the hamstring, but you may have a bit of the calf there as well. Breathing. 3, 2, a little bit further, and 1. Perfect. From there, guys, you're going to go into a spinal rotation like we did before. I just have to move my body over. I'm gonna turn around just so you guys can see. I don't want to come out of frame on the camera. Okay, so it still should be on the ball of the left foot. So you're now going to bend the knee on the left side. Take a deep breath in, and on the breath out, you're going to rotate across the body, okay? Like before, if you can, you're going to aim to straighten a little bit more if you can, but breathe into it for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend the knee and bring yourself back into neutral. Okay, take the band off, hug the left knee in really nice and tight. Flex that right foot. Breathing for 3, a little bit tighter. 2, a little bit tighter still. And 1, perfect. Then just drawing some of those circles again. Really good work, guys. And other direction. 2, and 1, perfect. Hugging both knees into the chest now, nice and tight. And just drawing some circles, really big circles. Even if it sends you off balance, it doesn't matter. Good, and changing direction. So you'll notice there's certain points that are a little bit tender. Totally normal. Good work. And then hugging behind the back of the thighs. And you're going to rock yourselves backwards and forwards a few times, massaging through the entire spine, okay? To work the core a little bit. See if you can balance at the top without placing the feet down. Ooh. One more. Amazing. From there, we're coming back up onto all fours, guys. From the all fours position, we're going to be taking ourselves slowly down into lying on our tummy, okay? You want your hands by your side with the elbows tucked in. Anyone with current lower back problems, former disc pathologies, I don't want you doing this exercise, okay? Go with the flexion one we just did lying on our back. Everyone else, what you're going to do is come up onto the forearms, keep the eye gaze forward in between the fingertips, tucking the chin towards the chest, and this is just our mini back bend, okay? From there, only if you feel able, keeping the breathing control going, lower down from there. Bringing the hands now back in line with the chest, tucking the elbows in. We're going to take ourselves up into upward facing dog, keeping the eye gaze down, deep breath in, on the breath out. Bring yourself up. If you can, clearing the thighs. From there, breathing, taking the eye gaze slightly up, but not all the way up. Please be careful with that. Looking forward, okay? For 3, breathing, drawing those shoulder blades down the back, down and in. The chest is proud and open. 2, and slowly down 1. Amazing. Well done, guys. You're going to bring yourselves up into sitting now, just for a neck stretch. Then we are done. Now, I don't know if anyone else has been struggling with really tight wrists as well, or sore wrists. I have a previous injury here from years of physio, basically. So doing a lot of planks can actually really aggravate it. So please comment down below if that's something you've been struggling with the planks, if your wrists are feeling sore, in which case I can add in some more wrist strengthening, but also wrist stretches in future videos. So please let me know down below. In terms of shoulders, we're just gonna start off with a few big shoulder rolls back. Typical, I'm absolutely boiling now. I just turned off the aircon because I was like, I'm so cold. Okay, a few big shoulder rolls back. Good work. And coming forward now. And closing the eyes if you want to. Breathing control. Now, deep breath in, shoulders up to ears on the breath out. Let them drop. Breath in up. And breath out, drop. 2 to go. Breath in up. And drop. Last one up. And drop. Amazing. Taking the chin towards the chest, interlocking the fingers at the back of the head, draw the elbows together and apply an overpressure down. Breathing there for 3, for 2, and then pretending that your head's a cradle, you're just going to rock it side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Back into neutral. You're now going to drop the head to the shoulder, place the hand on the opposite ear, and apply just a small pressure down. Now, to increase this stretch, place the opposite hand underneath the butt, stops that shoulder from raising. You should be feeling this in the upper trap here. Breathing. 2, and 1. Now we're going to change sides for me, guys. Dropping the head over. Keeping that core tight. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Back into neutral. You made it! Yay! That was amazing. I feel so much better. I can't express to you how much my body needed that. I actually feel like I need a little bit more. I think I'm going to continue. I'm going to do some foam rolling now. If you guys want a little bit of help with foam rolling, please check out my, not last one, but one before active recovery. I'll actually link it for you. I think it was around day 6, day 7. And yeah, give the foam rolling a go as well. But I can't express to you how important active recovery is, recovery full stop, and taking rest days. So I really hope that's helped you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for day 28. There's actually been a swap around of day 28, 29, just because of your feedback, number 1, and number 2, because of my back. So I can't do, unfortunately, the fat burn probably for another day, so we're going to go with core instead, which really isn't the end of the world. You're still gonna burn. So guys, congrats. Oh, I am so proud of you. It's insane. You have completed 27 days now, so be so proud of yourself. I can't describe to you how much you should be like literally putting yourself up on a pedestal right now, because you deserve it. You're amazing, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.